So I want to talk a bit about one of the experiences I had to kind of shed light on that coaching progress. So I used to work a few years back for a small advertising agency in Australia, and this person and the team worked specifically with coaches. So that we didn't run ads or write copy for anybody except coaches. And so what I would do, I got brought in basically to do like he would do the overall strategy and then I would do the actual copy work. Wait, is there to for me to interview them? And so this is something that you can do on your own when you don't have another person to interview you. But this person had come up with a very specific process of interviewing them in order to kind of almost pull by force their coaching process from them. And so some of the questions that I have in your homework are going to help you a bit with establishing the audience, but you can do that with your coaching process. You can kind of pretend that you are somebody who is, you can kind of, and I don't know if everybody is able to do that, but you can kind of pretend you're going out of your body for a while and ask yourself, as if you don't know anything about your coaching, like, hey, what do you do? What does your process look like? How do you help people get there, etc.? And then pretend you're answering in as much detail to someone who knows absolutely nothing. And so that's the first thing. But the second thing that we would do in order to really get an edge in their marketing was to ask them specifically, okay, so this is your process. So what's unique here? And so it was my job to as they were talking to me, answering the questions, I would try to find out, okay, like this thing that they just said, can we back up and talk about this a little more? Can you give me more detail? Because I'd realize, hey, I haven't heard this before. I've never seen. So, for example, we had a coach who worked with parents of children who had is it ODD? Yeah, a positional defiant disorder. And so she had a very specific way of helping the parents with their children. And without even speaking to the child, she would speak specifically to the parents. And I can't really share her process because it's confidential information. But there was something really specific that caught my ear that I never heard anybody else say. And so when you can find that thing, you don't need to change your process. You can just highlight what's really different about it, even if it's one thing. And so it's the thing you should focus in, on your marketing. So whatever your process looks like right now, if you're starting from scratch, you can adapt it to how you want. But if you're not starting from scratch, if your process gets results for people, you shouldn't be changing it to make your marketing sound sexier or anything. You're just really choosing what to put at the forefront for your audience, but you shouldn't be changing your coaching to make your marketing look better. You should be changing your coaching process if it's not getting results. That's the only time you should change your coaching process.